Hey everybody, in today's video let's go ahead and do a walk around and tour of this 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Heritage. The Heritage Edition Bronco pays tribute to the original 1966 Bronco, and as you can see, this one here looks absolutely fantastic in some retro colors. As you can see, we're taking a look at a kind of unique green color, and of course you have the kind of the red Bronco lettering, you have the white roof, and you have these white wheels which look really cool. And again, it does pay respects to the original from back in the mid-60s. With that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Pre-Owned, which is part of the Thomas Auto Group here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. As you can see, the Bronco Sport Heritage just comes with 3 different buttons on the key, which includes your unlock, lock, and your panic button. Come over here to the front of the vehicle. As you can see, you do have a very nice, unique grille. As you can see, I love the contrast that it gives you. You have the white grille on the outside, and then on the inside, it has Bronco spelled out in red. Kind of unique and cool in a way. This one here does have LED daytime running lights with projector headlamps, and you have fog lamps below. As you can see, we're taking a look at a set of Continental cross-contact tires on 17-inch wheels. These measure 225, 55 R17s all the way around. With that being said, the Ford Bronco does come standard with a smart key access system, allowing you easy access to the inside as well as the outside. To get inside, just come to the door handle, and as long as you have the key, there's a touch sensor right in here. Put your hand in, and the vehicle will unlock, allowing you to jump on in. Or if you want to lock the vehicle, just simply close it. Tap this button right here, and the vehicle will indicate locking. The exterior color of this one is finished off in Cactus Green with the Navy Pier, very unique and very cool looking cloth interior. Coming over to the door panel, as you can see, you're going to have some very nice, although plastic portion on top of here. However, you do have some very nice soft materials down here. You have the red stitching complementing it down there. I love this white inlay, or outlay I should say, where you're going to find the power locks as well as your standard door handle. You're going to have controls right down here for your power windows, your power mirrors, and your child lock. And you have a small storage area down here for a cup and for some small items. Along with that smart key access system, the Ford Bronco Sport does come standard with push button ignition. As long as you have a key fob in your pocket, put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Very nice. The Ford Bronco Sport does come standard with a fully leather wrapped rack and pinion power steering wheel with controls here on the left as well as on the right sides. Left is going to house controls for your cruise control, volume controls down here at the bottom. To the right, you're going to have controls for that small little information system up there. And then down here, it's going to be your hands-free Bluetooth and telephone controls. As you can see, coming up here, we are taking a look at 2 main gauges. To the left, you're going to have your tachometer. To the right, you're going to have your speedometer. And then 2 smaller gauges at the bottom, which include your coolant temperature and your fuel range, as well as your gear selector. As you can see, we're taking a look at a pretty small looking driver information center, which gives you a lot of vital information. As you can see, it's indicating that the fuel level is indeed low, but we're not taking this vehicle out for a test drive for any reason, so we'll press OK on that. And as you can see, it does bring up a picture of the vehicle, and we're at information right now. So as you can see, we can cycle through it. So as you can see here, you have trip 1, which I believe is up here. Hold on. Trip 2 information, which includes your lapse time, average fuel economy, as well as your distance driven, and of course your range. My View system, driver assistance, audio, phone, and back to information. Come over here, we're taking a look at a smaller display. This is, I believe, an 8-inch display here which is going to give you a much more up-to-date system like what we see in some of the older Ford products. This is, of course, the latest version of Sync 3, not the Sync 4. So as you can see, this is going to be the updated, newer version of Sync 3, which, as you can see, it's nothing really different versus the Sync 4, other than the fact that you do have, you know, a good amount of stuff you can play around with. So as you can see, we're taking a look at a couple of different screens: audio, compass, and of course your Bluetooth phone, your phone right here, which you can add via Bluetooth. We're going to go ahead here and go to audio. As you can see, audio is going to display your sources, your preset stations, channels, and of course you can change your sources via this button here, which you can do AM or FM radio, even XM radio as well. As you can see, you also do have phone, apps, and settings. So go to phone, you can add a phone to the vehicle. Go to apps, you can add a device or find mobile apps. And then coming to settings is going to give you a comprehensive list of different things that you can change within the vehicle to make it your own, in a sense that, you know, you can make adjustments, you can make different changes to kind of make it your preference. So for example, you have, let's say we want to go to driver assistance, for example. As you can see, it's going to give you all your driver assistance settings, such as lane keeping assist, pre-collision assist, rear view camera, blind spot monitoring, trail assist control, and then all your different aids right here. So parking aid, rear cross traffic alert, driver alert, and traction control. Pretty cool to see that. And you can adjust these stuff here by, of course, let's say we want to turn off blind spot monitoring. That disables it. That enables it right there, as you can see. So you have things such as sound, clock, Bluetooth, phone, Sirius XM, driver assistance that we were just on, vehicle, Ford Pass Connect. We go to Wi-Fi, general settings, 911 assist, automatic updates, mobile apps, display, voice control, and valet mode. Let's say we want to go to general settings. That's going to give us a rundown of a few things, such as different units, automatic system updates, sync and analytics and diagnostics, as well as about sync and software licensing, and of course a factory reset. You can also go to display settings. You can, you know, change the background, adjust the brightness, and of course you have your different modes. So pretty simple once you understand kind of how it works, and it shouldn't be that hard. So I've done probably close to 24 Ford reviews, and I spent quite a bit of time going through this system, whether it's Sync 3 or Sync 4. So if you want to learn more in a in-depth way, you can check out those videos as well, whether that's the F-150, F-250, Expedition, Explorer. I've talked about this system a lot, although those are all Sync 4s. And of course, Sync 3, I've done probably 1 or 2 reviews. So this is probably review number 3 that covers the Sync 3 system here, which actually looks pretty good in this one here. So overall, a quick rundown of the infotainment system inside of the Ford Bronco Sport Heritage. Coming down below, you do have a volume knob and tuning knob, automatic stop start you can turn on or off here, hazard button there, controls your auto down here. This is going to be, of course, you can mute the radio if you want. This is going to turn the screen dim, then off, then back on. You have a little storage area down here, which I assume you can put a phone or even your wallet. Coming down below that, you do have your single zone climate control. You though have heated seats for the front and front passenger, fan positioning, max AC, max air, max air, max AC, recycling AC, auto AC. Pretty cool. Fan speed is right here. Coming below that, you're going to have a wireless charging area here. And you can charge your phone over here via a USB-C, USB, and of course you have a 12-volt outlet to the right of that. Coming over here, you do have your 10-speed automatic transmission. Put the vehicle into reverse, you get a nice backup camera with guidance signs, and they do adjust as you turn the wheel. You also have a top-down view as well. Coming down here, you do have your electronic parking brake, followed by your not sure what this button does, but it does have a function. And then, of course, this vehicle does have your GOAT mode, or goes over any terrain. More on that in just a moment. You have 2 cup holders here. Come over to your glove compartment. I love this red stitching here. It looks very nice. And you have a decent amount of storage space inside with a USB-C and USB port in it as well. The seats in this vehicle are very nice and comfortable. As you can see, Ford calls this their Navy Pier Premium Cloth interior, and I have to say it looks very, very cool. Love the quilted stitching and kind of pattern. It kind of gives off a more premium look in here, not necessarily a premium feel, but more a premium look inside. I love the blue and red stitching on the sides here. It kind of adds a bit of character. And of course, overall, it looks pretty good, I will say. Now, turning our attention back to this button here, this is going to be your different drive modes, or in this case, your GOAT modes, goes over any terrain, which brings us up to the screen here. So you have normal, eco, sport, slippery, and sand. Pretty cool to see. You have your mirror up here, controls for the lights, sunglass holder right here, as you can see. You have your little visor with the 3 gauge homelink mirror inside of it with a light and a little mirror. Come over here to the left, you're gonna have headlight controls, fog light control, open up the trunk here, which I'm gonna actually unlock it here probably in a little bit. Gauge dimmer switches, and that's pretty much it there. But overall, pretty nice place to spend time, and I have to say this paying homage to the original is kind of a cool way to say that, yes, you want to honor it, but make it more modern. So with that being said, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Heritage. Coming into the back, materials do follow through. The unique cloth pattern interior looks really amazing in the back as well. You do have 2 seat pockets, one on both sides. You have rear air vents back here, a USB-C and USB port down here. You have these little, I forgot what these are called. These are, I believe, called the Molly pockets, where you can store like flashlights and pens and all that in, which looks really cool. And then up here, you do have a pad armrest with 2 cup holders. This vehicle, of course, does come standard with Ford's Easy Fuel capless fuel filler, making it easy to fill up at the gas station, as well as an illustration of how to do that using a traditional gas tank. The Bronco Sport Heritage does come standard with standard taillights, as you can see. And what I like about this is that, again, you have that white rooftop on the top here, which looks really good. Bronco in white lettering, which looks very amazing. Bronco Sport. And of course, you do have a tow package, which is pretty interesting. Come over to the cargo area of the Bronco Sport. As you can see, it's actually very roomy back here, which is surprising. Now, if you go for the 2-liter, which is the bigger engine, you'll be getting about 29 cubic feet of space, and when you fold the seats down, you'll be getting right around 60. This one has 3 more cubic feet of cargo space, just the way that it is now. So you're looking at right around 32.3 cubic feet of space. And if you were to fold down the second row, which as you can see, I believe you have to do it, I think, from the back seats. But if you were to fold those down theoretically, it would fold flat, and you'd be looking at right around 65.6 cubic feet of space. So you do get more cargo space in this one because this one has a smaller 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine. You do have LED lighting in the back here. You do have a 12-volt outlet here, as you can see. And overall, pretty cool. And underneath here, you do have your spare tire. One cool thing is that if you want to just open up the glass, you just tap this button here, or if you want to open up the trunk itself, just push this button here. As you can see, you do have that classic Ford, or excuse me, that classic Bronco spell right here, and I love the trim. Really puts a good contrast onto the paint here, which is very nice to see. Under the hood of the Ford Bronco Sport Heritage, we're taking a look at Ford's 1.5-liter 3-cylinder engine. It produces 181 horsepower and 190 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy for this vehicle is right around 24-25 mpg. I will probably put the number here on the screen once I'm editing the video. And then you'll be getting a 10-speed automatic transmission through this one here, and it's 4-wheel drive. All right, guys, so back in the Ford Bronco Sport Heritage. What a little SUV this is. I love the fact that you're able to honor the original Bronco from the 60s with something this cool. Now, with that being said, one thing I cannot stop talking about in this video are the seats. I mean, the Navy Pier Premium Cloth seats look very nice. I have to say it looks pretty good for what it is, and overall, I'm sitting in the driver's seats. I'll tell you right now, they do feel pretty comfortable. But other than that, you know, you do get the white rooftop here, which is very cool, and it kind of ties into the Cactus Green exterior color, which is very nice. And that pinstripe on the side there with the classic with the classic Bronco spelt out the way that it is, it just adds on a bit of uniqueness and kind of nostalgia to the exterior as well. But this vehicle, as of this recording, does not have a window sticker. Although if there are any options and stuff like that, I will make sure to put it in the description of this one here for you guys. But with that being said, everyone, that's going to conclude this walk around and tour of the 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Heritage, finished off in Cactus Green with the Navy Pier Premium Leather interior. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.